everyone, it's Ziya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about body positivity because a few weeks ago, I think a couple of weeks ago, I think it's been about 2 weeks since I posted that video, but I posted a video about body positivity and loving yourself and how you should always love yourself and feel like you deserve to feel happy and beautiful no matter what you look like, what size you are, how tall you are, anything. And one of my viewers left me a question that was included in like a really long paragraph, but the one question that stuck out to me was, how do you know when you love yourself? And that really got me thinking. And it took me a while to film this because I was trying to figure out an answer. Like, when do you actually know when you love yourself? How do you know that you love yourself? And that is a really, really good question. It took me a while to kind of work things out and figure out what to say about it, because I really felt like that was something that a lot of people don't really think about. I definitely never thought about it, so I figured it would be a good thing to talk about on here. So, how do you know when you love yourself? I think that you know that you love yourself when you don't dwell on the parts that you don't like about yourself. For me, when I started to know that I love myself is when I started looking at myself and I stopped seeing all the things that I hate. Before I started to go on my self-love journey, I was feeling extremely insecure. I didn't take a single selfie for about 6 years. I didn't like seeing myself in pictures. I didn't like wearing different types of clothes. I definitely didn't wear anything above the knee, and I didn't even like wearing cropped leggings, and I just felt very uncomfortable. Eventually, I made a conscious decision to love myself because I started watching YouTube and I started seeing these plus size beauty vloggers and fashion vloggers that would look so beautiful and wear different types of clothing and feel really comfortable with themselves. And at that point, I was like, you know what? They can do it and I can do it too. So that's when I consciously decided that I wasn't going to feel sorry for myself anymore. I wasn't going to hate myself anymore. I wasn't going to be unhappy with what I looked like anymore. There's something on my screen. I didn't decide that I was going to change anything about myself physically. I was going to change mentally, and I started thinking about myself in a more positive way. Instead of saying, God, I hate my knees, or I have such thunder thighs, or my arms are super huge and jiggly, I just found positive things to think of. And that's what led me to start loving myself. And when I started to know that I love myself is when I started looking at myself. I stopped seeing that my knees were fat. I stopped seeing that my feet are wide. I stopped seeing that my stomach stuck out. I stopped seeing those things because I started seeing the good parts that I liked about myself more. And I'm not saying that if you love yourself, that means that there's nothing in the world that you would change about anything that you look like. But that's not what I think. I think that you can love yourself and still want to fix certain parts, but you don't let those parts that you want to change consume you. You can still function and look at yourself and feel like you are beautiful because you see those beautiful parts of yourself. When you start to focus more on the parts that you like and focus less on the parts that you don't, that's when I feel like you can really love yourself. And also, when you're happy on the inside, if you are a good person and you know you're a good person, then I feel like it's a lot easier to love yourself then. Because honestly, this is just my opinion, I might be completely wrong, but for me, if I was doing something shitty and I knew that I was doing something shitty, I would not like myself. I would feel very low about myself. If I was an ugly person on the inside, I don't feel like I could look at myself and see a beautiful person on the outside. I just don't feel like that is a possibility for me. So in order to love yourself, I feel like you have to be in love with yourself on the inside as well. So I started to think about myself in that kind of way. Like, I am a good person. I'm not a bad person. I don't hurt people. I don't steal. I don't do anything to hurt anybody. And that is another thing that helped me towards loving myself, because you have to love yourself completely, not just, you know, I love this one part of me and that's it, and everything else kind of sucks. Like, if you can love the kind of person that you are, the type of person you are, the person that you are on the inside, then I think that you can love yourself outwardly as well. So I love myself. I love who I am on the inside because I feel like I'm a good person. I don't feel like I do anything to cause anybody any harm. In fact, I want to do as much good as possible, which is why I started this channel. I want to talk to people and make people feel better. I want people to feel happy. If somebody feels even the slightest bit of joy watching my videos, that's what I want. If I can do that for somebody, that shows that I am a good person. And I feel like that is the most important part for me. So I feel like I've rambled a lot, and I hope that I've made sense, because when I do these videos, I don't like make a list or something of things that I'm going to say. I'm just talking, narrating my train of thought and telling you guys how I feel and how I think and what I'm thinking. And that's just what I think. I think that if you can love yourself inside, then you can also focus on the parts of yourself that you love, and the parts that you don't necessarily love the most will fade into the background, and you can still want to fix those and change those and improve on those parts, but it's more important to focus on what you do like. You know when you love yourself, when you can see the good. That's really it. When you can start to see the good in yourself and not focus on all your flaws or whatever you want to call them, that's when you know you love yourself. And it's accepting that there are things that you don't necessarily like, but there's a lot that you love. And I hope that made sense, and I hope that helped. Just know that you can feel confident and beautiful and happy with yourself in your own skin, no matter what. And you deserve to. There's no rule saying that just because you're a size 18 or you are short, or that you're really, really tall and really thin, or you have a boyish figure or something, that says that you cannot love yourself. And you can. And just focus on the parts that you like about yourself. If you're really tall and you really like your legs, focus on that. If you have a big nose and you don't like it, but you have a great smile, focus on that instead. There's so many things in every single person that is beautiful, and we all have our minor flaws and imperfections, but they're perfect imperfections, and those are what make you you. I hope that made sense. I hope that this helped anybody in some kind of way, and thank you for listening. I think that's all I have to say for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you have not already. I would love to have you as part of my tiny little growing YouTube family, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!